The power of well-timed encouragement. Welcome back, my friends. Thank you for watching. This is another live video from Troy Stone King. Hey, that video from yesterday got some really good play on the flexibility of reality, but it was long, like over 17 minutes. I've not done a video like this, one of these live videos that's that long before. So thank you for everyone who watched it. I think it's a really valuable message. Feel free to go back and watch it again and or share it with your friends. But today is going to be a pretty short video. It's called The Power of Well-Timed Encouragement. As you know, if you've watched many of these videos, you know that I'm a running mentor. In other words, I mentor people to learn how to maybe run their first 5K or their first 10K or first half marathon, or maybe to run a faster race than what they've done in the past. A couple of years ago, I was mentoring a 5K program. If you're not into running, 5K is 3.1 miles. So I was mentoring a 5K or 3.1 mile program. And these programs are for several weeks. These mentoring programs are several weeks long. And during that program, a lot of the mentoring time I was spending was with a particular person who actually was a friend of mine. And he had recently taken up running and was working on getting faster at running. And so we go through the program, and he and I run together a lot. And we get to the end of the program. Now, at the end of these programs, we have what's called a graduation race. A graduation race is a race where the majority of the participants in the program and a lot of the mentors sign up for it and often run together. And so we do these graduation races at the end of the program because that's when they meet their goal of running this new distance, or hopefully running faster than before, if that was what they were attempting to accomplish. And so I was running this graduation race with a bunch of people from that program. And my friend who I'd been mentoring most of the time during that program was running the race as well. And I ran the race. Now, here's the deal. It was a very humid summer morning. Like, you could almost breathe water in the air. It was so terribly, terribly humid. There had been a little bit of rain, and then it quit, and the water just stayed in the air. In addition, it was a pretty hilly course. It wasn't flat. So there were lots of ups and downs in a very humid summer morning race. It was a challenging set of circumstances in this race. So I did the race, I ran it. And when I got done, I went back a little bit away from the finish line to look for other runners who were part of our group who might be coming in. And in a relatively short period of time, I saw rounding the last corner the friend that I had been mentoring the whole time, who had been improving very, very well. And I got to tell you, it was a hard race, and he was a little tired. But let me fill you in what I did at that point. I knew that he had a little bit more gas in the tank. I knew he still had some energy, but he didn't see it. So I fell in lockstep, running right next to him and saying, "You can do this. Go faster, go faster, go faster. You can go, you got this, you can do it, go faster, 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 faster." And you know what? He went into a blazing burst of speed for that very last part of the race. It was wicked fast. And he crossed the line, and he was so happy with how he finished the race. What happened here was he didn't know he still had some energy left. If I'd have let him finish that race on his own, he might have sped up a little bit. It's possible. But he credits me with helping him finish really fast at the end of that race. Now, I don't need credit for that. It's part of what I do when I help people at the end of a race. But what I applied was the principle of the power of well-timed encouragement. The power of well-timed encouragement. You see, encouragement on its own has power. Encouragement can lift the spirit. It can give you energy. But well-timed encouragement has a magnified power. You get much more out of well-timed encouragement. So here's the question. How do you know how do you know when to apply well-timed encouragement? Well, you're looking for specific stages or points in people's lives. Let me give you three ways you know when it's good, when it's appropriate for well-timed encouragement. Here's the first one. When you see someone struggling, when you know that they're struggling. My lovely bride has an amazing eye for this. She can see when another person is in a challenging situation and encourage them. It's not just me, although she does it well for me. I've seen her do it many times with her friends. And she doesn't necessarily think of herself as a great encourager, but she truly is, because she sees when the struggles are happening and she builds the people up. So that's one. When you see someone who's struggling, that's a great, appropriate opportunity for well-timed encouragement. Here's the second. When someone is near the end of something difficult. When someone is near the end of something difficult. Like my friend at the end of the race. It had been a hard race. It was difficult. He was near the end. He was exhausted. But the well-timed encouragement didn't just lift his spirits. It gave him more physical energy. So when someone is near the end of something difficult, another opportunity for well-timed encouragement. Here's the third. When you can see from the outside how close someone is to their goal and they can't see it. When you can see from the outside how close someone is to their goal and they can't see it. I've got a coach who I've worked with, and he's nailed this down to a science. At times when I'm discouraged and I think this is not moving at all, it's not going forward, he can see where it's at. And I can't, because I'm in the middle of it. And he can tell me, Troy, let me show you what I see. And he shows me, he explains his perspective and changes mine. So the third opportunity for well-timed encouragement is when you can see from the outside what the other person cannot see because they're in the middle of it. So quick review, the three opportunities for well-timed encouragement. The first one is when you see someone is struggling. Encourage them in the struggle. The second is when you know that they're in, and they know that they're near the end of something difficult. And the third is when you can see from the outside how close someone is to the goal and they can't see it. Now, if you want to just be safe, always encourage. You're like, I can't figure out when this, well-timed encouragement should happen. Then just always be an encourager. Always be lifting people up. Always be offering people words of praise, words of kindness, words that are going to build them up. Be an encourager at all times. That's something that I work on myself. Well, I just want to say, thank you, my friends, for encouraging me. When you like these videos and when you make comments to these videos, whether they're online like Facebook or whether they're in person, it encourages my spirit and gives me more energy to continue. So thanks for encouraging me. Now go out there and encourage some other people. Thanks for watching this video. If you think there's value in it, click that like button. If you think there's enough value in it, feel free to share it with your friends. Feel free to share it with your friends. I always make these public because I want to share these messages that are, I hope, regularly encouraging. Remember, all my videos find their way eventually to my YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Troy Stone King. Thanks, my friends. Have a wonderful rest of your day.